If this guy lands a solid strike, his opponent is more than likely going down, and probably down for good. Now, he has a huge reach, but not a very crisp puncher, boss. And even during training video that we saw, we see that he still has difficulty doing that, but this guy's almost impossible to dislike. He really is a gentle giant, except when he gets through the ropes of the Pride Ring, he becomes the biggest force, I'm talking physical force, in MMA.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Look at... He brought with him this time also his wife. He's got 2 kids. His wife also very nice. Oh, there she is, actually behind him.
Back there, as well as his cornerman, Solar, the Lucha Libre star.
You see, now that I could never do with my wife, because if they would hit me, she would throw in the towel or something, you know? And we would have a divorce. But she is there to support him. She likes what he's doing. Of course, she's a little nervous, she said, but she supports him all the way. And what a great family. Like you said, he's a family man and a very nice person. He likes to eat chicken.
Yeah, he's changed his diet, now eating healthier foods, and you have to give him credit for taking the MMA training seriously, especially at his advanced age in terms of athletics, being 39 years of age.
That is young, actually. I'm 39.
赤コーナーより小川直也選手の入場です。
And here comes his opponent, the Japanese hope in this tournament, 1987 World Cup Judo champion, the youngest winner ever, a 1992 silver medalist in Judo in the Barcelona Olympics, undefeated in mixed martial arts at 6-0. His name is NAOYA OGAWA, and wait for the reception here, boss, when the fans get their first look at him.
Yeah, look at this picture, and I'm sorry, people at home, that I'm repeating myself, but it's just unbelievable.
This place is going to erupt like a volcano when OGAWA emerges.
I'm chicken, and what do you know? The giant loves to eat chicken.
Ogawa's favorite t-shirt is the I'm Chicken shirt. Now, boss, I know your favorite song is El Guapo Likes to Dance, which is available on your website, I know. I have it on good authority that Ogawa's favorite song is Van McCoy's Hustle. Remember that disco tune?
Yeah.
Do the hustle? Dun, dun, dun. He loves disco music, what can I say?
Hey man, he's the Japanese Joker of all. Here he goes, do the hustle, hustle. That's what he says, hustle.
And that hustle motion has become very, very popular. I think it has to do with his favorite song again.
I think so too.
Tonight, Ogawa wants to unveil a new submission move called the Ground Tornado Ogawa, the GTO, because his signature move is the Space Tornado Ogawa, which is a judo takedown. I can't tell you exactly what the GTO is. I thought it was a vehicle, but if we have an opportunity tonight, Ogawa says he will unveil a new finishing hold on the Giant.
Now. What? Listen to the audience and look at the audience.
これより第4試合を行います。青コーナー230センチ、159キロ。ジャイアントシルバー
Silva is a wrestler from Brazil, 39, 7'2", 385 pounds, 1-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
193センチ、115キロ。小川直也
Ogawa's specialty is judo. He's 36, 6'4", 240 pounds, undefeated at 3-0 in Pride.
Well, that's only 145 pound weight difference, so that's not that much.
All right, of course, as Boss just mentioned, a very distinct weight advantage, more than 15 kilograms, but Ogawa will allow 4-point attacks on the ground.
Look at he won't shake his hand.
Well, there you have it, Ogawa. And the Giant smiles at him, but if I were Giant Silva, I turn that smile into a grimace quick, because Ogawa has the look of a very focused and intense fighter, and he's, I believe, going to come out storming.
You're absolutely right. He's going to go shoot right away.
He hits him with that right and goes for the body lock, and the takedown by Ogawa.
This is going to be a quick one, because he's very good on the ground, ladies and gentlemen.
He's already inside position, and the fans erupt with chants of Ogawa.
He's going to cross-face it, push himself out. He's going to go for a straight armbar on the Giant's right arm.
Giant has that half headlock on Ogawa, but now he's able to escape.
There we go.
And he's going for that same choke, it looks like, that he eliminated Stefan Leko with in the first round, but now he just bases out.
He can do it if he jumps over to the other side. Now he can side choke him. That is, if the Giant doesn't push his, pulls his arm up. He's trying to go for the mount. Watch. Yeah, he's setting up. He's doing exactly the same as he did with Stefan Leko. He's going to step over now.
Of course, if it's not broken, why fix it? Ogawa had success with that side choke.
Yeah.
But now it's Silva just trying to push him away.
He's distracting him with the other arm, but he's
I would
going to
deliver
go
some
for the
knees
right
here
straight.
if I were Ogawa.
No, he's distracting him. And he's going to go for a straight arm. Watch this. See? He's already stepping over.
Wear him down a bit with some knees to the side. Now Silva trying to turn it around, and he does, giving him his back
He's
now.
got the choke.
Setting him up for what could be a rear naked choke. But Silva has a hold of his hand, and now they go back to the top position.
The mount position, as long as he keeps his hands gripped around Ogawa,
now he set him up for Americana, it looks like here. As the fans again rally behind Naoya Ogawa, their hope in the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament.
He's got to jump to the side now, all the way to the side, in order to finish that if he wants to make the figure 4, Americana as you call it. And you see, he's looking straight armbars and Americanas, it's all over the place. When the Giant is going to make one mistake, you see he's exposing his arm out. Yeah, it's going to be a straight armbar, watch.
There he is, set him up right there.
Yeah,
he has it for the taking. Does Ogawa, but he's content to keep peppering Silva with those shots. Silva just trying to stay alive here.
Choke, nope. He had the chance there to go for the straight armbar. He's going for the mount again, but he makes it a half guard. Half guard's going for the side choke now, you see. But the same thing that he did with Stefan Leko, but
he's a much bigger specimen as Giant Silva, and it's going to take that much more to side choke the Giant from Brazil.
Yeah, plus he trained in ground fighting, as you can see, because he knew right away it was coming up.
Oh, he misses with that straight left up, does Silva.
Silva should go around his head now, and he can apply a side choke on Ogawa.
I still think Ogawa should just get out of the half guard, rein in some knees, wear him down a little bit more, and he's ripe for the picking. He can go for the armbar, can go for the Americana, whatever he wants.
No, he's going to go for Americana, sets him up with that. If that doesn't work, he's going to go for a straight armbar on the Giant's right arm. Watch. No,
now he's got to be careful here. And Giant Silva just bending his neck, and there's Ogawa. Ogawa, again, not known for his striking ability, but he's doing it on Silva right now and managing to land those lefts.
Yes, he's got some good lefts there, and stiff, and he's got it.
This place has lit up. The Saitama Super Arena has exploded in celebration for Naoya Ogawa, who has just TKO'd Giant Silva, and Ogawa is now on his way to Final Conflict, August 22nd. And Boston took 3 minutes and 29 seconds of the first round before Naoya Ogawa was able to vanquish Giant Silva.
Wow. He had many more chances also for the straight armbar, for the Americana, but he thought, you know, let's finish him off with strikes. I'm wondering with who he's going to be matched up in the next round.
Well, we can tell you that so far, SERGEI KHARITONOV and NAOYA OGAWA comprise half of the final four. KHARITONOV defeating SEMMY SCHILT earlier tonight, and now OGAWA takes care of Giant Silva, much to the delight of this partisan crowd at Saitama Super Arena.
Pride Fighting Championships.
This is going to be a slugfest, I'm telling you. You watch.
And here we go.
Bushido Volume 4.
And there goes the right.
The hardest knockouts with the toughest fighters. Pride Fighting Championships. Real fights with real athletes. Bushido Volume 4.
He's along the ropes and he's going.
Premiering July 25th on pay-per-view.
Mark, you're about to make your debut in the big leagues of mixed martial arts. This is Pride Fighting Championships. Your thoughts on getting into the Pride ring finally?
Well, I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. Trained as hard as I possibly could for this fight, so looking to win.
You're a world-ranked kickboxer. This is a new sport for you, mixed martial arts. How has the training gone for this?
Oh, the training's going good. I've been just practicing a lot of my wrestling, my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and just working my hands in it, yeah.
What are your thoughts on facing the Olympic gold medalist in judo back in 1992?
Well, it's like I said, a new challenge, and Yoshida has got I don't see much weakness in him, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. Looking forward to it.
Obviously, it goes without saying you'd like to keep this standing up, but if it does go to the ground, do you have any tricks up your sleeve for Yoshida? I know you don't have to tip your hand right now, but are you prepared to do battle with Yoshida on the ground if need be?
Well, I'm not looking forward to going to the ground, but I practiced a few escapes, and yeah, just a few escapes, and I'm not really looking forward to going to the ground.
Okay, boss, we're about to answer a question that's been on many fans' minds here, especially in Japan. Will Hidehiko Yoshida atone in front of the hometown crowd for what was a self-admitted listless effort against Royce Gracie back at Shockwave 2003? He'll be the first again to admit it wasn't his night. Now, he takes on a debuting Mark Hunt, and when you look at this matchup on paper, it is a classic stand-up striker in Hunt taking on the judo gold medalist in Yoshida. What are your thoughts on this bout?
Now, it's very easy. Like you said, we have the striker and we have the submission guy. So Mark Hunt obviously wants to keep it on his feet, and Yoshida wants to take it to the ground. Now, the thing is, Yoshida's always wearing a gi. So if he runs in, if the bell rings, and he will run in and he grabs his arms around Mark Hunt, and he managed to get his gi like this, the sleeves, he grabs it, he cannot break the grip anymore. That means he is going down, and that probably means that he's going to get submitted. But if Mark Hunt is pushing him off all the time and tries to stay away from him and can catch him with a punch, he could knock him out.
All right, many people believe that this will be a baptism by fire for Mark Hunt. He takes on Hidehiko Yoshida, and it's coming right up. Making his debut in Pride Fighting Championships, a man who was a Grand Prix champion in K1, but now he's made the move to the biggest and best mixed martial arts organization in the world. We're talking about Mark Hunt. And boss, he is going to face Hidehiko Yoshida in his debut, which has to be considered baptism by fire.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Yoshida is very good, and I told it 20 times before. He only needs one takedown. That's what I think. But Mark Hunt, he punches like a trunk. Plus, you can hit him. A trunk, and actually, a tank can hit him. You cannot knock out this guy, KO this guy.
You know, the media looking for an angle in this bout made a big deal out of the fact that Yoshida was trained by Hunt's former trainer, Happy. Now, we can let the fans at home know that Happy was training Yoshida long before Hunt was signed to fight him, so it really wasn't as big of a deal as some people in the media made it out to be.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Everybody made a big deal of it, and they said, oh, and even he thought it in the beginning, but he also realized when he was sitting with us at the table and we were talking about it, that, yeah, it happened before. It had nothing to do with Mark Hunt. He was training him before.
Yeah, Hunt says it's an honor to fight against an Olympic gold medalist in Yoshida. You know, he has an incredibly thick skull. Let's get that out of the way right away, because in K1 he was being pummeled by Mirko Krokop, but could not be KO'd. And this guy possesses all kinds of power, one of the heaviest hitters in kickboxing. And boss, let's also make mention of the fact that here in Pride he's going to be wearing mixed martial arts gloves, which are a lot different than those 10-ounce boxing gloves he's used to, which should make him that much more dangerous.
You're absolutely right, and it's a very good point that you're saying right here, because every shot that he connects, I think Yoshida's going to have a big problem. But again, he has to connect, and in order to connect, you have to close the distance, and that's what Yoshida exactly needs, because he will come to Yoshida, and then Yoshida's going to take him down, or if he's lucky and he hits him, Yoshida will go down.
赤コーナーより吉田秀彦選手の入場です。
The last time we saw this Japanese hero was at Shockwave 2003, which, by the way, is available at PrideFC.com. It was a rather lackluster effort on the part of Hidehiko Yoshida. Our first chance to talk face-to-face with him was a couple of days ago. He says he's not a man to make excuses, but in the fight against Royce Gracie, he was still recovering from his incredible battle with Vanderlei Silva in the semifinals of the middleweight tournament at Final Conflict 2003. He says he's now recuperated, he is now healthy, and he is hoping to make this a successful return to Pride Fighting Championships. The 1992 Olympic gold medalist in judo and also a World Games gold medalist in judo, boss.
Yeah, you know what, Mauro? When we talked with him, he was so happy, and he's a comedian. He was laughing, he was cracking jokes all the time. He is a very funny person, but I have to say the same thing about Mark Hunt. He was sitting with us, he's so relaxed. Pretty much all the fighters we interviewed at the table were very, very relaxed.
And an interesting point he made in that interview, and again, revisiting the Silva fight, he said, again, not to make excuses, but he thought the fight against Silva was 3 rounds, not 2, and that affected him mentally as well. But again, it was a tremendous fight, and I mean, that was a fight that put him on the mixed martial arts map. Unfortunately, the special rules with Royce Gracie, Gracie really did win that fight, even though it was determined to be a draw. But tonight, he takes on the debuting Mark Hunt in this special fight here at Critical Countdown.
Well, man, I'm really looking forward to this. Normally, when somebody from K1 comes in, the only one that we saw doing very, very well is Mirko Krokop, of course. You know, he's got an incredible sprawl. The build, Mark Hunt is built for mixed martial arts. He's short and stocky, which is very good. Very hard to submit if he keeps his elbows inside. If he knows what to do, he could be a major force in mixed martial arts.
Mark Hunt is, on paper, a major acquisition for Pride Fighting Championships, a world-class kickboxer who is now about to make his mixed martial arts debut.
And look at this picture again.
126キロ
Hunt is a kickboxer out of Liverpool Kickboxing in New Zealand. He's 30, 5'10", 250 pounds, making his debut in Pride.
180センチ、100キロ、吉田秀彦。
Yoshida is Mr. Judo. He's 34, 5'11", 225 pounds with a 2-1-1 mark in Pride Fighting Championships. He's fought over 1,000 judo matches in his career. Again, there is a 15-kilogram plus weight advantage in this one, and it is going to be a 4-point attack on the ground since Yoshida has accepted those rules. So, here it is, the debut of Mark Hunt in Pride Fighting Championships, and the first bout for Yoshida since that less than memorable outing against Royce Gracie New Year's Eve. Right away, they're looking like they want to stay standing here, and I would think if it was you, boss, Rudin, telling Yoshida the game plan, I'd say go for the takedown quick.
Oh man, I would run in as fast as I could, like he did with Vanderlei Silva. Run in, grab him. Do not strike with him, trust me. He wants to make a mark, Mark Hunt. I mean, come on, he's coming here, the fighting machine. Look at this beautiful sprawl. Look at this. Is he going to get
And the trip takedown by Yoshida. But
look at
Hunt
this.
manages to turn it around using his weight of momentum.
Yeah, but he could armbar. Look, he's already setting an arm up for the left arm of Hunt, and there we go. It's over. It's going to be
Hunt's
over.
hanging out of the ropes, which is illegal.
It's going to be over. I'm telling you, or he's going to lift him up.
He's trying to knee him. Hunt was just content on raining down the right hands, leaving that left arm exposed, and Yoshida now trying to fully extend, but nice
Good job here.
by Mark Hunt, putting the knee on the chin of Yoshida.
Oh, that is a good escape. He can pull his arm right out. And the harder Yoshida is going to hold his arm, the more pressure he will receive on his own neck. So
Already showing his power and strength is Hunt.
yeah, all the power that he's going to feel on his neck right now, he owes it to himself. Let's see, Mark Hunt just has to stretch himself out as hard as he can, push himself out. Yoshida has to let go because otherwise he's going to get neck cranked.
Putting all of that weight down on the face of Yoshida. An interesting position here as Yoshida holds on to the arm. Hunt reining in some body shots.
He should load up on those punches. He should load up so hard. I mean, come
There's
on.
a chance for a knee now. He's in the north-south position here.
Look at Mark Hunt doing good. Look at this.
And it looks like he indeed
He's
has
out.
escaped that armbar predicament. Now it looks like he's going for a toe hold, is Yoshida.
Yeah, and that's going to be a toe hold. You watch. No. Mark Hunt, if the toe hold is going to be effective, the only thing he has to do is push himself away from Yoshida. He should, yeah.
Now the fans begin to rally behind Yoshida.
He should just stand up.
Now this is a strange position. Not much happening here right now. But Mark Hunt not really doing much except trying to kick at the face of Yoshida. Yoshida has the foot.
He's going to go for a toe hold. If he can grab his left wrist, go underneath the foot and grab his left wrist,
I
then he
think
can finish it.
your advice at the beginning was the right one, boss.
Like
Why
here-
doesn't Hunt just stand up and get out of this?
Yeah, because you see, look, he's got the gi and he's got his the arm trapped of
But he has
Mark
the power
Hunt.
to just pull it out.
No, because it's a gi, there's no sweating, you can't slip it out. The gi will absorb all the sweat and it gives a phenomenal grip.
There it finally does.
Look,
manage
he's
to
coming up.
bring it.
He's getting up.
This is what he should have done in the early going, and now Hunt pulls Yoshida into the corner, now looking for the pickup.
You should watch out here because now Yoshida with his gi can do a lot of tricks, I'm telling you.
Could slide into the guillotine from here. He has the arm trapped, however.
Interesting position now. See what's going to happen. Yoshida even can grab his own gi and then try to go for a choke. Mark Hunt knows it looks like, you see, because he's defending it there. He holds his left hand on Yoshida's left hand. Not anymore, now he holds it on his legs. Probably he's afraid maybe that Yoshida's going to knee. Good decision from the referee right here. Wow.
Referee calls for the break, and so far so good for Mark Hunt in his debut. While he has been in a precarious situation, he's also escaped danger.
Yeah, he escaped the armbar. I thought it was over.
Now if he can load up from here, he is going to be absolutely lethal. Mark Hunt, the 250-pound native of New Zealand, 2002 K1 Grand Prix champion. Knee to the head.
Look at that. He's got indeed a good sprawl, as the people told us before.
Yoshida knows he's in a battle here. Again, there is a distinct weight advantage for Mark Hunt, but the 4-point attack has been allowed by Yoshida.
Looks like a high kick is coming, and that would be a right high kick if I was him. But no. Nice
Good
sprawl.
sprawl again. Yoshida misses the takedown, and now it's Hunt in the guard. But look at Yoshida again going for that armbar, it looks like, boss.
Yeah, he can, but also for a triangle because he tries to pass his arm here. And like I said before in the other fights, yeah, triangle choke coming up. Triangle choke, he's going to get it now. If he's got to move out. Mark Hunt has got to put his right knee on the face of Yoshida again.
And that's what
Turn
he
to
did
the side.
the first time around.
Yeah, but now this time it's to escape the triangle. Look, and now he's going to go for the armbar.
And there it is again, the armbar from the
Yeah,
bottom.
now he's going to get it, I think.
No, he's got hammer strikes raining down, does Hunt. Yoshida content to absorb that punishment as he is really focused on getting this armbar.
No, it isn't
Mark
underneath.
Hunt is very powerful, man. Very strong individual.
It's like I told you before, he is built for a mixed martial arts, to be a mixed martial arts fighter.
Now he's got a straight armbar. It's
Straight
over.
armbar.
Hidehiko Yoshida armbars Mark Hunt, handing him a loss in his mixed martial arts and Pride Fighting Championships debut, but Yoshida knows he was in a battle. Look at this sportsmanship, bringing Hunt to his feet and embracing his opponent. A great sign of sportsmanship and a great effort by Hidehiko Yoshida. At 5 minutes and 25 seconds of the first round, he armbars Mark Hunt to claim victory.
But you know what? I was pretty impressed with Mark Hunt because, you know, the first armbar, I thought it was over, but it wasn't. He got out, and he did exactly what I tell people. What you can read in my books, put the knee on his head.
He has raw strength, there's no doubt about it. Mark Hunt is just a naturally strong individual, but obviously, he'll definitely have to continue to work on his ground game, but a decent first effort from Mark Hunt. He didn't embarrass himself by any stretch of the imagination.
Nope.
And Yoshida, even though he's victorious, he shows signs of having been in a tough battle.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's been... Look at this sprawl, nice. And look at this. He's going to get the takedown. He's going to go straight for the armbar later. Wow. I'm telling you, I think Mark Hunt could be a major force in mixed martial arts. Look, the step over. And this is it. I mean, you see, and you got to hook your feet. Some people say, don't hook your feet, always hook your feet.
Well, Yoshida was able to stick to his game plan, take it to the ground, and there you see him with a fully extended armbar. Yoshida regains the love and admiration of the Japanese fans. Not that he never lost it, but he even told us during the interview that he really wanted to win here at Critical Countdown to restore his honor to the Japanese people after that, again, less than stellar effort against Royce Gracie.
Yep. And look here, he is injured. He has something at his shoulder. So I bet you that he's really happy that he finished this fight. And the gi, you see, it works in your favor. It can work in a disadvantage, but it works in your favor with armbars, for sure.
久々に勝ちました。いやー、長かったです。
He's telling the crowd boss that he won for the first time in a long
マ
time.
ークハント選手ですね。非常に
And it feels
打撃が強くて、一時はどうなるかと思ったんですけど、何度か
Mark
勝つこ
Hunt
とが
was
で
a
きました。
very strong opponent. His strikes were devastating.
僕は友達いないんですけど、一人今日来てくれてます。ガクトやったぞ試合の前にですね、ガクトのガクト
Yoshida joke, and they're showing Yoshida was joking that he doesn't have many friends, but there is a special friend here in attendance, a very famous singer here in Japan. Of course, Yoshida has enough friends to probably win election to a political office if you want it.
これからもですね、2人で刺激して
He attended his buddy's concert at Budokan Hall, the famous Budokan where Cheap Trick recorded an album. And again, he thanks the crowd, the victorious Hidehiko Yoshida.
You know what, Mauro? I am so impressed. You're here now like, what, 3-4 times? You understand the language. You understand the fighting game. Man, hands down, you're good, man.
Well, thanks, boss. It feels like 3 or 4 times, but this is already my 8th trip, and you know those Japanese lessons have paid off. You're right, Bozzito. All right, there you see the winning Hidehiko Yoshida. And one more time, boss, let's go to the replay.
Look at this, going for the armbar, grabbing the leg. Now he's going to put, oh, look at those hammers.
Boss, were you at all surprised by Mark Hunt's
Yes, I was, and like
defense?
I told you before, because he had a real good defense, he had a good sprawl, and again, like I said before, he is built for mixed martial arts. Short limbs and very strong.
So Mark Hunt, even though he suffered a loss in his first Pride fight, he no doubt will be back, and I wouldn't be surprised if some big fights are in his future. And for Yoshida, he has definitely marked a successful return here at Pride Fighting Championships Critical Countdown. And remember, the next time we will be on pay-per-view is Sunday, July 25th for Bushido 4, headlined by Brazilian Top Team versus Team Japan. Let's get to the most important stuff first. What are the follicles looking like this time around?
Pretty good, buddy.
Oh.
Pretty good. A little bit better than yours, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
The rumor is that you said that you are going to knock him out. Did you say that?
Yeah, I'll try my best again, you know, and for the last time, we did a very good match, and I'm planning to make a good match again this time. But I'm gonna look for finish this fight, you know.
Of course, Nogueira has been quoted in Brazil as saying he's going to knock you out. Now, a bold statement from the interim Pride Heavyweight Champion, and how do you react to that?
I didn't really react to it too much. My family, I think, got more upset about it than I did. My sister called me and said, he can't knock you out. So, anyway, people back home, they're pretty upset about it, so I'll have to prove them wrong on that.
What do you think it's going to be? You think it's going to be a stand-up war, or you really going to try to for submissions like you all said? Oh, but you train hard on boxing also, so I mean, what is this fight going to look like? What do you think in your mind? What's going on in your mind?
I mean, from before the fight, you never know, you know. Even if you fight some great fighter as Heath Herring, because he knows I'm standing up, he knows on the floor. So whatever he push the fight, I'm gonna go, you know. And if you want to go standing up, I will do. If you want to go to the floor, to me, it's even better.
What do you have to do in order to get past Nogueira and advance to final conflict in August?
I think if I fight my fight, not getting to know Nogueira's game plan, which is exactly what he always does. You know, it's kind of like a little snake. He tries to bait you in and tries to get a hold of you. I got to stay with my game plan and do what we've been planning to do, and not go in there and play his game. That's the bottom line.
Boss, 2 years ago, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira and Heath Herring treated the world to the most exciting championship fight in MMA history. Tonight, Pride brings everyone the much-anticipated rematch.
And as you said, it was 2 years ago. So they have kept training and training and training, so both of them got better. So I expect that this fight is going to be the fight of the night. Now, Nogueira has been working a lot on his striking. Boxing, I mean. He went to Cuba to train on his boxing. Heath Herring, though, he's an overall striker. He uses his knees, kicks, punches, he's got it all. So if he keeps him away with front kicks, you know, and sets him up, he could knock him out with punches on the feet. But if it goes to the ground, Nogueira could submit him. I say could, because last time they met, he escaped every submission attempt. They say Heath is in the best shape of his life. Nogueira says he's very good in shape. I really cannot say who is going to win this fight.
A spot in the Final Four at Final Conflict in August is up for grabs. It's Nogueira versus Herring coming up. You know, boss, sometimes as announcers we can be accused of hyperbole, overstating facts, but when it comes to Pride Fighting Championships being the #1 mixed martial arts organization in the world, there is now no dispute, because tonight at Pride Fighting Championships Critical Countdown, Pride has attracted the biggest crowd ever at Saitama Super Arena. 43,711 are in attendance tonight.
Now that's what I'm talking about. And here he comes, Antonio Nogueira.
And the over 43,000 are really looking forward to this, the third bout of the second round of the Pride Heavyweight Tournament. It's a rematch from Pride 17, where Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira became the first Pride Heavyweight Champion by winning a decision over Heath Herring. Tonight, they'll do it all again, but this time, a belt is not at stake, but an opportunity to win the tournament is, because the winner will move on to Final Conflict in August.
Yeah, but listen, they're both in better shape than last time. They both have better techniques than last time. Everything grew. Like I said in the opening of the show, it's evolving all the time. So I see this match, this is going to be maybe the match of the night.
Nogueira choked out a game Hirotaka Yokoya at 125 of the second round at Total Elimination 2004. Herring advanced by defeating Takahashi at 453 of the first round at Total Elimination. He TKO'd him with strikes. Now, something that Nogueira's not known for is making bold predictions. In Brazil, he was quoted as saying he is going to knock out the Texas Crazy Horse tonight.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? That could be a setup, you know? let everybody know you're going to attack with strikes and then go for a takedown, so we don't know. Although he has been working with the Cuban boxers.
Exactly. He's been working with the Cuban national boxing team. There's even rumors abounding that he may try for the Olympics in boxing in the years to come. Interesting. But tonight, it's mixed martial arts, the greatest sport in the world, where they will put all of their skills together. The boxing, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. These are two of the very best, and tonight, they are vying for a spot at Final Conflict.
これより第6試合を行います。青コーナー184センチ、110.5キロ。
Herring is a wrestler out of Team Golden Glory in Holland, 26, 6'4", 238 pounds with 11-4 record in Pride Fighting Championships.
191センチ、102.4キロ。アントニオ・ホドリゴ・
Nogueira specializes in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at Brazilian top team. He's 28, 6'3", 226 pounds with a 10-1 record in Pride Fighting Championships. And boss, right now we are happy to welcome to the broadcast table the man, the myth, yeah, he is the legend now, Quinton Rampage Jackson going for the Pride Middleweight Championship. Congratulations on your win tonight, Quinton.
Thank you. I'm finna do it. I'm gonna try to take this belt from Vanderlei. I need it.
Yep, show me the money. It's all about the money, Vato, isn't it?
Rampage, what do you think about this matchup? A rematch from Pride 17.
Yeah, it was the best heavyweight fight I ever seen before in my life.
And they're standing up right away.
And Nogueira is throwing the bombs at him, like he said he would.
Yeah, he's going to have to take it to him on his feet, man. Try to knock him out.
So what do you think are the keys, the biggest key to victory for Herring and then for Nogueira, Quinton? How do you see it?
I think stand-up is going to be his biggest asset in this fight because Nogueira is so well-rounded. He got everything.
But right now they exchange standing up. Nogueira is throwing some nice combinations there, really limber with those arms.
Nogueira got good straight punches.
Yep.
Look at him. Herring's kind of wild, but sometimes wild is good.
Wild is good, as we saw in your fight, and look at the way that Heath Herring is moving. He's moving like a middleweight, you know. So you see him moving backwards from left to right.
Yeah.
Nogueira's really pressing the fight. Ooh, that was a nice short, stiff jab.
Left hook by Nogueira, and both of them, you're right, they're both in tip-top physical condition. And right now, Nogueira appears to be getting the better of this exchange.
Yeah, he's putting his head down a little bit too much.
And that's what we've seen Heath do on more than one occasion, Quinton. It seems to be a bit of an Achilles heel for him.
Yeah.
That was a nice low kick.
Yeah, that was a nice low kick. ARONA got some nice low kicks too, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling for a couple of weeks.
Every time you have to go to the restroom, you will think about him.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier tonight it was down. There's a nice takedown by Nogueira right into side position.
Right to the side position.
And this is like I said, every time it's my favorite position, the side mount, because there is so much you can do from the
so
side
many
mount
options,
position.
right, Brock?
Yeah, I prefer the side mount more than the mount sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Mount is, if you know what to do, you know, it's pretty easy to escape, actually.
Do you think Nogueira should be raining some knees into the body right now, even though Herring's doing the right thing there, keeping his leg at bay? But I know both of you guys are big proponents of the knee attacks from the side.
Yeah, I love my knees, man. I love my knees, and you know, knees really hurt.
Oh, yeah. You know, knees right now from the side mount position, if Nogueira gives knees to Heath Herring's legs, his upper thighs, they will hurt so much.
Yeah.
Because they're relaxed. The muscles are relaxed. They're not flexing, you know, you don't see it coming, so they have like triple the impact.
Yeah.
Of course, Herring can be very strong from the bottom as well. And now it's Nogueira looking, had the knee ride momentarily, looked like he was going for a top mount.
Herring can deliver some knees.
Okay, here we go.
Well.
Yeah, you're right, from the bottom there.
You got a reverse figure four, he's working for it. You see, he's working for it, but Heath has got his hand on his thigh so that Nogueira cannot bring it to the other side.
That's right, he's trying for Kimura.
How close do you think he is to getting that, boss?
I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. You know what he should do? He should push it first, and then he should pull it over his body.
What do you think? And what do you think Herring should be doing right now, Rampage?
He should
using
buck
the
up.
knees, yeah.
Yeah, knees and bucking up as high as you can.
Yeah, knees and buck up. He should do like that and buck up now. You know, distract one, go to the other, right, boss?
That's it, because then you need to find balance and you lose your position.
Nogueira delivering some shots now to the head. Knee ride.
Yeah, and you know what? With Nogueira, it could be any armbar. Now it looks like he's setting up an armbar on his right arm.
Switch over exactly to the right arm and sink it in, but he's always dangerous.
And now he's going for the figure four. This could be bad. If he change hands.
Looking for the
He's got to change
now.
hand position. Change hand position.
I'm not sure.
Now it's dangerous. Now he's got to push and bring it over to the other side.
I think he's just trying to get. Is that one of his nuts hanging out? No. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought it was.
Whoa, good escape here. Good
Nice escape by Herring. Gives him his back, but definitely a nice escape from a very precarious submission position there by Nogueira. But Nogueira able to maintain dominant position here. Again into cross-side position is Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, the interim Pride heavyweight champion.
Man, you can say his name like that?
Yeah, you know, that's why he's called the talker. We call him the talker.
Yeah, because that boy can talk. I saw him talking to himself the other day in the lobby. I was like, man, what's wrong with this guy?
And he was sitting by himself. Look, he's going for the same submission again.
Again, he's looking for a Kimura.
And you know what? From this position, if the Kimura doesn't work, he can step over and go for a straight armbar. Look, and he's got it over now. Now it's going to be difficult for Heath. What Heath should do is just stretch or bring his left leg over, bring it in between the wrists, and then you can pull it off. Not now anymore.
Herring again needs to start exploding and start to look for the sweeps here if he's to have any opportunity whatsoever, because Nogueira is just smothering him right now.
Yeah, I think Heath should just try to get to his feet some way, somehow, but be cautious as well.
Yeah, Nogueira all over Herring right now like the proverbial bad rash, and Boss Rutan.
Yeah, like the chicken pox on you.
Oh, he got his face in Heath's butt.
Now he has an opportunity here to deliver some knees to the head, but instead he elects to go to the back and just rein in those right hands, or left hands, excuse me.
Heath is making a mistake right now.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. Don't let your head get done. See, now it's going to be fun. It could be danger. He's going to slip underneath the choke. No, Heath is going to turn into him. He has to turn into him.
Keep turning, Heath.
But he's in a choke position
He's not in that much trouble right now.
No, he's okay. You know what, with Nogueira, you'd never know what kind of submission he's going to pull out.
Yeah.
Look at this.
There's a nice reversal by Herring.
It's
and for the first time in the fight, and this is again reminiscent of the title fight they had at Pride 17, where Herring looked like he was almost submitted, almost done, and was able to escape, and does so again here at Critical Countdown.
How can he sit on his legs like that, man? I don't understand that. He's like a spider or something.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Some big hairy legs.
There's a nice up kick delivered by Nogueira.
I ate one of those tonight.
Oh, triangle choke. Oh,
now he's going for the armbar.
Oh, he's out again, you see?
Another escape.
Oh, man, I told you, this is going to be the fight of the night.
He's the Harry Houdini of Pride Fighting Championships, is Heath Herring.
No, but if this goes the distance, it's going to be the fight of the night.
I'm not a hater.
Your slam was unbelievable. If you saw
that was a slam heard around the world, my man.
Hey, I'm a serious pimp. I ain't no hater. I'm a congratulator.
Right now, Herring, what does Herring have to do here, you guys? Just get by the guard, push the guard, the legs away?
Yeah, I
now he's back.
They push him to the side, but you know, it's very, and he goes again for the La Plata here.
Yeah, that's a good job. That's a good job.
Right now, he's got a side mount. He's got to bring his left knee up. Yes, more.
Look at Nogueira underneath.
Stand him up.
He's got to watch out, because otherwise he's going to be turned. Do not
now
want to push.
He's reining in those rights.
He's got the ropes behind him, so Nogueira cannot turn him to the right now, because otherwise Nogueira could have turned him to the right.
You think they're going to put him back in the middle of the ring right now? Or what?
They have to. Look at this reversal by Nogueira. Beautifully done. My goodness. You're looking at two of the very best here in Heath Herring and Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. And we are into the final 3 minutes of round number 1.
It looks like
what a
two
chess
middleweights fighting. It's unbelievable.
Now full mount by Nogueira.
Look at this. And he gets out, escapes the back.
Backdoor escape by Herring.
He can't get caught by an armbar now. He can't get, yes, you see, you got to watch out.
But he knows his defense pretty good.
Oh, yes.
But
this is dangerous.
Yeah, Nogueira's doing something different.
Yeah, Nogueira is definitely dominating in terms of submission attempts, and
I know what you should do right now. You would pick him up and slam him down, don't you?
Damn right.
Yep.
You already know.
Yep. You see, he's pulling the arm out. Heath Herring knows exactly what's coming.
So when you heavyweight,
nice,
that was good.
Nice punches.
Beautiful lefts.
Yeah, I heard that all the way over here.
Is this the kind of matchup you anticipated, Jackson?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? He's not going to hurt Nogueira with those type of punches. If Bob Sapp couldn't do it and Fedor couldn't put him out, you know.
Yep, then it's going to be a very difficult task for Heath Herring to knock him out.
But it's good for him to score points like that, though. I tell you that.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining In the opening round between Nogueira and Herring, we've seen a little bit of everything on the ground. Some tremendous reversals, some great submission attempts by Nogueira, and yet it remains a stalemate.
It looks like Nogueira got some hair in his mouth.
Open there, open. Are they going to restart it in the center of the ring?
Yeah. He need to pull those draws out his ass. That's the first thing I would do if I was Heath Herring right now. Get some bigger draws.
After suffering 2 crushing defeats at the hands of Mirko Krokop and Fyodor Emelianenko last year, Herring has put together 4 wins in a row. And the momentum he wants to continue here tonight. But Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira always proves to be a tough obstacle for anyone. He is the interim heavyweight champion after all.
Yeah, but Herring is an awesome athlete. Look at that guy.
He has all the skills, no doubt about it. Stand-up and submission techniques.
And he got some hairy-ass legs.
And you talk about Nogueira, Quinton. You've always called him the complete mixed martial artist.
Yeah, he is. I look up to him.
Those kicks are good kicks, guys.
All right, final 60 seconds, and let's see if they turn it up a notch here. Heath Herring and Quinton, or make that Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira with Quinton Jackson joining us here at ringside.
Support the black man.
You see now, he should just keep kicking like that.
Yeah, he was scoring a lot of points.
And now he's doing what you said. He's pulling his shorts down.
Yeah, thanks, Heath.
Hey,
There you good job.
Nice. He should throw that next one to the body. A little
Kick
lower.
there. This is with that one.
Don't get sloppy, Heath.
Don't telegraph it. Nice leg kick there by Herring. Going downstairs, knee by Nogueira into the tie clinch momentarily. Able to escape was Herring.
Look how comfortable Nogueira looks.
Yeah, Nogueira looks very comfortable in the stand-up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Come on, Heath, do your thing, baby. You got that wild hair. Put some hair in his face.
You gotta go left, right. Bam, bam. You gotta throw it out.
Another combination delivered by Nogueira. Heath with a takedown right at the bell, but a very entertaining opening 10 minutes between the Texas Crazy Horse and Minotauro.
Who would you give that to, boss?
Sorry?
Who would you give that first round to?
I would, you know what, I'm always saying, I'm so happy that I'm not a judge because it's very difficult. I would say Nogueira because he did more submission attempts.
Yeah.
And on the feet, I think he scored a little bit more. It was even on the feet. I think he did more escape attempts, submission attempts. So I would say this round would be for Nogueira, if not even, equal.
Yeah.
Quinton, let's go through the replays here, my friend. And as we do that, just talk a bit about the action that transpired in round number 1.
Oh, that was
Nogueira is a good stand-up artist. You know, says you wouldn't think because he got good jiu-jitsu skills, but if he uses his jab a little bit more, they take care of all that.
Yeah, it seems the work with the Cuban national boxing team is definitely paying off for Nogueira.
Yeah.
Now, Quinton, first time we have an opportunity to see you on camera tonight following your fight against Ricardo Arona. A devastating slam leading to the victory, a big win for you. But what is the update now on your eye? Because you suffered a nasty cut in that accidental headbutt.
Yeah, it was a nasty cut. I got like 30 to 40-something stitches. And Pride got good doctors in the back. He was a plastic surgeon. Told me to take a little time off, which I need, and I'm healed up. I'm ugly anyway, so ain't no big deal.
How was the hand for you tonight, Quinton?
Oh, the hand was great. I felt so strong, but just a little rusty. But you know, I'm gonna train very hard to be the next champion.
Good stuff. And right now, these 2 fighters in the ring have their sights on being the 2004 heavyweight tournament champion, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira and Heath Herring. Now, boss, if you're in Heath Herring's corner, what are you telling him going into the second round?
I would use more front kicks to keep him away from you, and then set it up, and then come with the left, right, straight, long arms.
Quinton, if you're in Nogueira's corner right now, what would you be telling him going into the second round?
I tell him keep his mouth closed, or he gonna get a hairball.
Salient points being delivered by the always entertaining Quinton Rampage Jackson.
The black man of MMA.
All right, second round is now underway. A thrilling affair between Nogueira and Herring. Still to be decided here tonight. And of course, the main event, Kevin the Monster Randleman and Fyodor Emelianenko, as there's a takedown attempt by Herring, but a great sprawl by Nogueira.
Beautiful sprawl. He's got now the fronting. Now he's got to watch out for the same choke.
Oh yeah, that anaconda choke that he did, the same one that he did used on
yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Look at Herring.
He's got it. He's got it.
And it's over. Unbelievable.
He's got the same choke.
Able to spring it on Heath Herring, and you saw Herring's instant reaction. very, very disappointed, but Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, a submission magician.
Yep, you can say that again. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful submission.
I feel bad for Heath because, you know, he really deserved it this time, you know.
Yep.
He's trained hard, you can tell, but he just got caught with the good thing. Both guys, I look up to both guys. You know, I started watching Heath fight first before Nogueira.
Yep.
So,
At 30
you know, it was a good
seconds
fight.
of round number 2, via choke, it's Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira going to final conflict in August. Again, really, I mean, we just coined the phrase now, boss, but how better to describe Nogueira than by calling him a submission magician? It fits.
It is. He's the Houdini of the submissions. Let's face it.
Well, the Houdini, the only guy who can beat him is maybe Houdini because he's the master of the escape.
Hey,
That's true. That's true.
give big ups to Heath. He didn't tap. Give big ups to Heath.
You
I
bet.
didn't see him tap. He didn't.
Yeah, he taps with the backhand, with the back fist.
He snuck it in there on him.
Yeah.
No,
he's
but a
got it,
very
and he
valiant effort by him.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see it.
yeah, he didn't fight a decision, so he knew he was choked out. He didn't fight it. He knew he was caught. You can see it.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
He didn't address the hands right away, though. I never seen that choke before.
That was
No,
the
it
one
was
he
the
used
same
against
choke.
Yokoi at Total Elimination 2004.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, same exact choke. I went last time, I ran to Nogueira's dressing room. I said, put that choke on me, man, because I never saw something like that in my life.
A dejected and disappointed Heath Herring making his way back to the dressing room, but you know he will be back. Always a fan favorite, a tremendous fighter, but Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, he is one step closer to adding another accolade to his long list, and I will not say much because the main event still has to play itself out. But what a fight it could be if he and Emelianenko battle once again, or even if he and Randleman or any other competitors have to battle. It's going to be entertaining when it involves Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira.
It sure is.
Wow, what a night of fights we had.
I know, because your top lip is sweating, so I know you're having fun over here.
I'm not having a mustache, you know, so that's fine.
Other
Maybe I
members
start growing it again.
A Brazilian top team celebrating the ring is twin brother Rogério, Mario Sperry, and of course Brazilian top team will be present. They will be representing, as Rampage Jackson might tell us, at Bushido 4 on July 25th as BTT takes on Team Japan. And for you, Quentin Rampage Jackson, again, big ups, a big congratulations, and happy birthday, my buddy.
Thanks.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday
you.
to me. Yeah. Hey, can I hit you like you did me on your birthday?
No, it's your birthday, yo, Quentin. Wow, what a choke, huh?
Man.
Look at that.
That look like a gator roll, something we do in collegiate wrestling.
It's an upside down side choke. That's what I called it last time.
I've heard it referred to as the anaconda choke. We have not yet gotten the definitive name for it. I don't even know if Antonio knows what it's called.
How about I ask him after this?
Sure.
Muito obrigado.
Just
pela
squeeze the
torcida
life out of
que vocês sempre
the other
fazem
person choke.
por
That's
mim
what I
aqui no
call it.
Japão. Vocês estavam maravilhosos essa noite. Vocês torceram muito, não só por mim.
Hey, look at that microphone. Like he's trying to jump out of there.
Locais,
Like he's
como
trying to jump out of his
Yoshida,
hand.
o Ogawa, vocês estão de parabéns hoje.
Boy.
本当にありがとうございます。今日は私の勝利というのはですね、
I think the
皆
light
さ
in
ん
the
ファ
boat
ンの
just
皆様のおかげだと思っておりま
Thank you very much.
す。で、私のためではなくてですね、他の
I
選手、
really
吉田
thank
選
all
手、
the
小川
fans.
選手の応援もいつもありがとうございます。
And thank you for supporting Yoshida, Ogawa, everybody.
The black man
Espero
too.
And the black
hoje
man too.
ganhei mais uma
Quentin
luta.
Jackson.
Estou indo para a final. Espero que vocês torçam por mim. Estou disposto a lutar com qualquer nessa
Props.
final.
Boss Wooden is
Entendeu?
still
Estarei
the most
disposto e
handsome
preparado para dar
fighter,
show para
but
vocês.
ex-fighter
Muito
in the
obrigado,
world.
Anastar.
今日も勝ちましたけれども、
The last
次
thing I
は決勝
understood
戦
was
です。
thank you very
誰
much.
とでも戦いますけれども、間違いなく私が勝ちます。いつもの応援をよろしくお願いいたします。今日は本当にありがとうございました。
Okay, what he said, and the last time he says it's going to be the semifinals, and he says, I'm going to beat anybody because it doesn't matter who I'm going to fight, I'm going to be the champion.
Yes, and Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira has moved one step closer. He advances to final conflict, August 22nd.
Yes, he does. I think he got the biggest heart in the sport. That's what I think. That guy has a big heart, man. Man, when he fought Bob Sapp, imagine fighting that big apple-crushing beast.
It's unbelievable, and when he fought Fedor,
oh man!
I mean, the shots to the head that he received, it was unbelievable.
And he fractured his face a few times, but he still come back and do anything. And he overcome an car accident or something when he was a kid. And I look up to these guys, man.
Quinton, who do you pick to win this heavyweight tournament? Who's your favorite?
No comment. Okay. After it's done, then I pick the winner.
Okay, sounds good.
That is a very smart
That's a very safe bet, my friend.
Yeah.
I can tell you're a gambling man, Rampage.
That's right.
All right, still to come, the feature match, our main event of Critical Countdown. It is going to be Kevin the Monster Randleman against Fyodor Emelianenko. Pride Fighting Championships. Critical Countdown continues.
See, Mama, I can't watch my mouth.
Pride Fighting Championships.
This is going to be a slugfest, I'm telling you. You watch.
And here we go.
Bushido, Volume 4.
And there goes the right.
The hardest knockouts with the toughest fighters. Pride Fighting Championships. Real fights with real athletes. Bushido Volume 4.
He's along the road and he's good. He's
Unbelievable. Premiering July 25th on pay-per-view.
Without the other, then you out, son. I told y'all doubt, son. Now I'm on the route, son. You can get beat down. Random men want a crown. If you stand your ground, they can never bring you down. I'm unbreakable, Kevin. In the round, I'm around. I'm unbreakable, Kevin. I'm unbreakable, Kevin. I'm unbreakable, Kevin. Round battle man.
Kevin Randleman grew up in the quiet town of Sandusky, Ohio, but his life has been anything but quiet. After high school, Kevin left Sandusky for Ohio State University, where he wrestled and went on to capture 2 NCAA championships. Randleman grew up fighting, and to this day, he loves it.
It means a lot to me to be in this because, again, I mean, I'm always trying to fight and I'm always trying to get better. And when you're fighting with guys and you're stable, it's not different than when you're getting to fight against the Crow Cops and the feeders and when you get in there against someone and they say, let's get it on, that's when you learn. You know, you might see ring rust come off of me in the ring, but I'm really excited about being here. These type of fights is what I live for. I train, wake up in the morning, go run, because I want to be able to just throw punches at 15. That's what I live for. I live for everyone thinking that he's one of the greatest athletes in this sport. I won't die until that, I'm not going to be satisfied.
Since growing up as a young boy in Ohio, Kevin Randleman has been on a mission to survive. And in 2003, the monster almost lost his life in a tragic car accident.
And I had a seizure. I had a Lexus SUV. The police officer and them said I had to be doing 120 because I seized up or whatever. Boom, hit a truck. The truck slammed on its brakes. My car got turned around because there was a guy right behind me watching it like. It was like, holy crap, dude, I can't believe you walked out that. But tore my car up, ripped the engine up. My hood of my car came right through the cab, just cut everything like butter. Whoosh. Came, hit me right in the head here. And when it hit me here, it bent the hood of my car, but it grooved this all out. So I had 180 some stitches in this head. And when I was in the car, I woke up in the car and I was like, I thought I was dreaming. They broke my back window because my car, it pushed me. My SUV got compacted like a Toyota car. So my engine kind of got threw up into the car on top of me, pushed me back into my back, like my hatchback and that. The guy cracked my window and it kind of woke me up. And when I woke up, I looked out the window and I grabbed him and pulled him in and was like, what are you doing? He was like, don't worry, bro, we're gonna get you out, you're gonna be safe.
Kevin survived, but things were still tough for the fighter, coming off 2 losses, one to Quinton Jackson. And the other to Pride veteran Sakuraba.
Trouble.
He's got it.
He's got it. He got it. Wow. He got it.
But recently, Randleman did the unthinkable. He knocked out Pride heavyweight Mirko Cro Cop.
A shot back up to his feet. Excellent. And by Randleman knocks down Cro Cop. Has Cro Cop on his back.
It's over. Unbelievable.
Randleman has knocked down Mirko Cro Cop.
Today I did what my coach wanted me to do, and that was finish the job finally.
Now, the monster must face Pride's heavyweight champion, Fedor.
And I'm not losing. There's only one boy from Ohio left, and I said it before, we're taking this belt to Ohio. I've fought big guys before. I've lost to guys. I lost to guys like a great Sakuraba and the great Quinton Jacksons when people thought I should win, and I underestimated men. And you know, when it comes to Pride, there's no way that you can say that this guy's going to win or this guy's going to win. You saw that Okoye, he fought Nogueira like a champion. So you can't ever say that this guy's going to win and this guy's going to win. It just depends on who shows up. Like today, Kevin the Monster showed up. June 20th, I guarantee you a bigger, stronger monster's going to show up.
Believe me, I want to win. But if I get knocked out with a kick that breaks my nose open and I got to get surgery, I won't give it. I'll take it. So long as it doesn't kill me or maim me, I'll take anything.
Kevin's looking to take out Fedor, just like he did to Cro Cop.
You're damn right, you'll see me June 20th. I will be bigger, I will be stronger, and I will be back with all the pride in the world.
I'm here in the dressing room with Kevin, the Monster Randleman. First of all, Kevin, my deepest condolences to you, and I speak for the whole Pride people, for the whole group, the whole fans all over the world. I know they all mean it. It must have been really hard for you. So tell us how did it affect you, this? How can you train? How can you concentrate and focus? It's got to be really weird, really difficult.
You don't. You just try and make, every day you get up, there's something that's going to come your way. This is just another hurdle. It's just like the game of life, you live and you die, and just so happens that this time it was my father, but, I've lost lots of people in my family like the last couple weeks, so it's just another one. You just remember all the good times and even some of the bad times, and I just remember all the things that he taught me. Sometimes I cry, and sometimes I catch myself laughing so hard that I just can't. I pee my pants, But to all the Japanese fans and the fans from Holland and the fans from France and the Yardies from London and all my friends and family from America, happy Father's Day to all those fathers.
Thank you very much.
And, you can never forget those that we've lost. Just remember them and cherish the times that we had.
Yeah, and the same counts for you. Happy Father's Day also, man.
Thank you. No matter what happens today, I'm gonna go out there and I'm fighting for my father. I'm fighting for my dad. I'm fighting for my family. But right now, this fight is dedicated to my father. And the unbreakable is no doubt. Because of everything that I've ever gone through in my life, boss, no matter what it is, and you can hear it in the song, I'm unbreakable. I've been unbreakable since I was a 10-year-old boy, 20-year-old man. Now I'm a 33-year-old man with a family, and I'm still unbreakable.
Perfect, man. Well said. I'm going to wish you all the best tonight. It's going to be a little bit of time, man, and the show is on. Kevin, thanks so much for this interview, because I know it's always very difficult for fighters, to get interviewed before the fight, right before the fight, but you always take the time for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Coming from the world's best-looking martial artist, Caucasian.
He's the world's greatest black-looking martial artist.
That's right. And to all those in this world, there's so much turmoil, so much tragedy going on. But so long as everybody keeps their chin up, nothing can hurt us. And everyone on this planet is unbreakable, so long as you keep it here and here. God bless you all.
Theodore, you suffered some injuries, I understand, recently in a motor vehicle accident back home in Russia. What kind of an accident was it? Was it a serious car accident, and how do you feel right now?
Well, Mauro, it happened one day after training. I was training very hard, and I left the gym, and then I proceeded to drive home. And what happened was, while I was driving, I noticed that there was another car coming at me in my lane. And the other guy didn't give way to me, so I swerved my car out of the way and I crashed it. But it really wasn't that serious.
Fyodor, what do you have to do to make sure that what happened to Mirko Krokop in the first round doesn't happen to you tonight against Kevin Randleman?
Well, I saw what happened in the last fight with Kevin Randleman, how he knocked out Mirko Krokop, and I was surprised on what happened last time. But I'm not worried. Now is not the time to worry.
Boss, when this show goes down, it is Father's Day, and it is with a very heavy heart that Kevin Randleman goes into his bout against Fyodor Emelianenko, having just suffered the tragic loss of his dad recently. How do you think it's going to affect his mindset heading into what maybe is the most important fight of his life?
You know what? I respect Kevin so much for this because nobody else in the world would have took this fight. I mean, he's going to fight Fedor, the guy who beat Mark Coleman, his mentor, and still he takes the fight. So he's got a lot of heart. That's one thing I want to say first of all. Of course it affected him because he could not train. He had a lot of worries on his mind. Of course he had to arrange the whole thing. And it's a whole thing. I don't know how he does it, but for some reason Randleman has a switch, and if he's on, like last time, he's on.
Of course, Fyodor Emelianenko, I'm sure, sympathizes with Kevin in this time of sorrow, but it is a business. Fyodor Emelianenko wants to win this fight. What does he have to do to advance to final conflict in August?
I think the key to victory here for Fedor would be to come into Kevin Randleman's guard. But that is a very difficult task to do. I mean, on their feet, after the last show we saw with Kevin Randleman and Mirko Krokop, I think they're equally strong. I mean, Kevin can bomb, and so can Fedor. But if it goes to the ground, Kevin has to make sure that he's going to land on the side mount, go to the north-south position, and then start raining those knees on the head like he did with Murillo Ninja. If Fedor comes in his guard, that could be a problem.
Okay, and on a personal note, I know I speak for all of our fans and everyone associated with Pride Fighting Championships when I extend our deepest condolences to Kevin Randleman and the Randleman family. Boss Rune, we once again welcome for main event coverage the one and only Quinton Rampage Jackson to the broadcast. And Quinton, this is it, the main event.
Yeah.
Saitama Super Arena record crowd of 43,711 about to welcome Kevin the Monster Randleman.
The Monster.
And he is being led to the ring by the sounds of the single Unbreakable, a song written especially for him by an up-and-coming rapper from Flint, Michigan called Pack. His CD available on cdbaby.com, and let's listen in to Unbreakable.
It's bumping.
Randleman, of course, it's been well documented, the trials and tribulations that he's had to endure throughout his life. And of course, suffering a recent tragedy with the loss of his father only a couple of weeks ago. Something tells me that is going to motivate him even more than anyone knows, because he is right now on some kind of a journey with that unbelievable knockout victory over Mirko. What do you think of his mind state set right now, Quinton?
Randleman is a soldier. That's all I gotta say. That man's a soldier, a warrior.
Yep, that's what he has. And you know the jacket he's wearing right now, and I know because the people told me about it a long time ago. It's what the samurai used to wear, the really tough ones, the Shinsen Gumi. And that he wants to represent, he's in the heart of a samurai, as you, my friend.
Yeah.
You got the heart of a warrior, of a samurai.
He's being led, of course, there, well, not led, but being followed by his mentor, his teammate Mark Coleman, who lost to his opponent tonight, Fyodor Emelianenko, in round one. Wes Sims also in his corner tonight. He wants to say a special hello to his son Calvin and his daughter Jasmine at home, waiting for their father to return, and hopefully with a fitting victory here on Father's Day.
Yeah, and also what we couldn't forget, he wishes the world peace, and he wishes everybody, every dad, a happy Father's Day.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, you know what? When Kevin first came here, I was kind of jealous. I wanted to be the token black guy. This is whack. But now I'm happy he's here, you know?
Yeah.
And he is perhaps the most gifted athlete in MMA with an awe-inspiring vertical leap, a man who exudes confidence, started wrestling at the age of 10, winning a state championship in high school, 2 titles nationally. This guy is a very gifted wrestler, and now comes his opponent, Fyodor Emelianenko, the Pride Heavyweight Champion.
Well, this song, I think, is one of the greatest entrance songs there is. I love this song.
Yeah. Have you guys ever talked to Fedor before?
Yeah, we've interviewed him.
He's cool as hell, huh?
Yeah, very nice guy. Cool is the word for it. Very calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. I really like this guy's personality.
He's always got that little smirk on his face. He's always happy, you know.
When I lost the Bannerlay, he looked at me and I felt better. He looked at me a little smirk, like he just saying. I read his mind, like said, "Don't worry, you did good." You know, he gave me that look and he just looked at me like he was proud of me still.
Yeah.
And instantly made me feel good when all of us were back in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, today we're celebrating fathers all over the world, and Fyodor Emelianenko is a proud dad of a 4-year-old daughter, Maria.
Oh, congratulations. I want to tell D'Angelo Jackson.
Look at the place, there's no fire.
That's right, your son D'Angelo also back home watching Papa tonight.
You know he watching. Don't tell him too late, son.
Now, Emelianenko went through a car accident recently. The other driver failing to yield. There was a minor collision, but as you can see, Emelianenko is a machine, and he was able to train almost right away. And there it is, the Pride Heavyweight Championship belt. And this guy really doesn't convey any emotion whatsoever.
Wow, look at this place. And again, I say it's on fire. The animation here in Japan is just unreal.
Yeah. Randoman has my coach in his corner. It's pretty nice of my coach to help Randoman out. He wrapped his hands for him and helping him out in the corner.
That's right.
Good. We'll take care of each other. Yeah. He's an excellent. I tell you, he changed my whole life around. He's like a father figure. I want to tell Colin Oyama, thank you.
A very respected trainer in MMA.
Oh yeah, it's more than training. It's like he's my father, man.
Cool. So it's Happy Father's Day for him too.
Yeah, he don't have any kids, but everybody on Team Oyama is his kids, you know.
You can feel the electricity throughout Saitama Super Arena. There is a fantastic shot of what is happening here tonight, and we are just moments away from the main event of Critical Countdown, the 4th and final quarterfinal bout between that man, the monster Kevin Randleman, and the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Fyodor Emelianenko.
Wow, man, this is the fight that I'm nervous for. There's always a fight I'm really nervous for, but this is not going the distance. That's one thing we know for sure. Somebody's going to get knocked out. What is going to happen?
第7試合を行います。青コーナー178センチ 99.5 キロ Kevin Randleman!
Randleman is a wrestler at Hammer House, 33, 5'11", 228 pounds, 4-2 record in Pride.
You remind me of a Black Tito.
Emelianenko is a Sambo judo fighter from the Red Devil Fight Club, 27, 6'1", 237 pounds, undefeated in Pride at 6-0.
Oh, them some odds.
Look at Fedor's eyes. I don't think that I saw Fedor's eyes like this before. I think he has a lot of respect for Randleman.
He didn't make any contact with Randleman eye to eye during the final instructions from the referee.
That means he has nothing against him.
That's correct, and this bout is underway. The final spot for Final Conflict in August is on the line.
Man, Fedor looks way bigger than Randleman to me.
Yeah, it is. They have whatever. Do they have?
It's only about a 9-pound weight advantage for Emelianenko. There's a left by Jackson, or make that Randleman. Sorry, I have Quinton Jackson's in.
Boom, takedown.
And the takedown by Randleman.
That's all right. All black folks look alike.
No.
It's like here in Japan, you know?
Yeah. Everybody call me, what's his name? Gary Goodrich. If I could cuss right now.
Randleman to the half guard, and there is a...
Can Randleman
turns it around.
Whoa!
Yeah! Oh, my gosh! Randleman hits head!
Knees! He should knee to the head now!
My God!
It's like he's hearing you, boss.
North-south position, unbelievable. We have the king of the slam sitting right beside us, and Quinton Rampage Jackson. You've got to be amazed, but wow, talk about amazing. Emelianenko turns the tables quick.
I am amazed. Kevin Randleman, see, that's why I said I want to beat on the black guy here, and he's upstaging me. Let that go, Randleman. Go to something else.
Yeah, you got to go.
Talk about strong. Emelianenko able to take that slam, and now in dominant position.
Hold on, his legs.
He's opportunity here to grind in some knees if he establishes himself better, north-south.
Oh, here we go.
There is. And it's over. And Emelianenko.
Good job,
with the Kimura.
You did a good slam, buddy.
Wow. Forces Kevin Randleman to tap. And now the emotions will come forward.
He should have stayed up with him a little longer, though.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know, with the whole situation with his dad and everything, he couldn't train full power footage, of course. He had to arrange a lot. I mean, the funeral.
And look at the sportsmanship. A minute 33 seconds of the first round. Fyodor Emelianenko submits Kevin the Monster Randleman. And what an emotionally charged matchup it was. So many storylines, Quentin, with Emelianenko having beaten Mark Coleman in the first round. Jackson, Randleman having to come to the fight with the loss of his father weighing heavily on his mind.
They can take a lot. They can take a lot of toll.
Let's look at this.
Look at the suplex here. Right on his head.
Unbelievable suplex lands right on his head.
Oh, that's Rampage style.
Man, I never did anything like that.
He should have started kneeing there right away.
Right
Look
away.
at this.
And look at that exchange of sportsmanship.
That's it, man. That's what pride fighting is all about. Pride. Pride, pride. People, they still love each other. You bet they're going to drink tonight.
And that's what the Pride Heavyweight Champion is all about. He is the standard bearer of this company, Fyodor Emelianenko, and he is now on his way to final conflict in August. Kevin the Monster Randleman can now return home to his family and deal with what's more important in life, and that's going through the grieving process for his father.
Yeah. Now let up. See what he does here. He's going to make the reverse figure four. Putting his arms down, going underneath, grab the wrist, and that's it. It's over. A lot of strength. We know now that he can bomb, he can take down, he can escape takedowns, and he can submissions.
And he can take slams.
And he can take slams. What, that was a slam.
Yeah, that was a slam.
I mean, it was the slam that you did on Eagle for Champ. You broke his ribs with it.
Yeah, but he landed right on his neck. I'm glad he's not hurt.
Unbelievable.
You talk about unbelievable, Boss Rudin. It's been an unbelievable night, a memorable night here at Saitama Super Arena. A record crowd of 43,711 in attendance, and now our Pride Heavyweight Champion will address the record crowd tonight.
Uh-oh, there's his former teammate.
They have to fight each other?
Maybe. There's a good chance that they have to.
Is there bad blood between the two?
I don't know. We asked
Now, they've said there's nothing but mutual respect between them. I think it's maybe the coaches who have the so-called politics involved. But his former coach, Mr. Yagudin, says he wishes him nothing but success.
Those are some nice people. I talked to him, man.
Yeah.
And the coach's wife got a nice butt, nice and big, and so I like to watch around them, hang around, and make sure they're okay, you know. So they're nice people, you know.
A fan of Sir Mix-a-Lot, I take it there.
Oh, yeah. I cannot lie. Yeah, one more to Pupazuda.
I'm not lying at you, man.
Anderson Goncalves in Brazil. I love you, man. See you soon.
So he thanked the crowd for their support tonight. He really appreciated it. And there you see compatriot Sergei Haritonov. There's Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. He hopes that his performance tonight pleased the crowd, and you can tell by the applause that he's receiving that was the case. Well, so it sets up the Final Four at Final Conflict in August. It will be Sergei Haritonov. Yep.
Hey,
undefeated in Pride.
Undefeated. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's a good sound to it, yeah.
Naoya Ogawa, the Japanese hope.
I was undefeated till my first fight.
In Two-term Pride Heavyweight Champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira.
James Centinello, thank you for the gym, man. You're a good man. Thanks,
And
James.
there is Pride Heavyweight Champion Fyodor Emelianenko. And what kind of permutations do you see unfolding here, boss, with the Final Four? Can you imagine the riches of matchups that we could be seeing here, you guys, with so many sports rivalries involved? And again, when you want more information on upcoming events and these four fighters and everyone in the Pride Fighting Championship roster, make sure you log on to pridefc.com.
Who's all left? Is the Japanese guy left?
The Naoya Ogawa, Sergei Haritonov, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and Fyodor Emelianenko. We started the night with a successful return of KAZUSHI SAKURABA, getting the decision over Antonio SCHEMBRI and attaining revenge for their fight a while ago. Then came Quinton Rampage Jackson, my friend. You took care of Ricardo ARONA, and that sets up a fight with the Pride Middleweight Champion.
Again.
And Vanderlei Silva and Yuki Kondo will battle first. But Quinton Jackson will definitely be in line for a title shot down the road.
Support the black man.
Sergei Haritonov defeated Sammy SCHILT to advance
Look at that smile.
to the Final Four.
You know what? I would say, if I would choose, I would say let Fedor fight Ogawa, and then because he already fought Nogueira, and then if they both win, they can fight each other again in the finals. That would be the thing that I would say.
I'd like to see Fedor and Nogueira go at it, and Ogawa and Haritonov, and then let's see what happens from
I
there.
agree with Boss.
No, yeah. And it's the black man and the white man right now. Not the Canadian guy.
And Nogueira do battle right now.
I like the Canadians. So what's up, Vancouver?
Woo! I was there.
You was there. They got beautiful girls, man.
They still remember me.
Susie Fee, hey girl.
So there's your Final Four. Ogawa, Nogueira, Haritonov, and Emelianenko. Being addressed by Pride official Nobuhiko Takada.
That is going to be a night, man. Wow. Can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said before, I really see Haritonov and Ogawa. I want to... Haritonov and...
Thank you. That's what I see. Haritonov and Ogawa.
Haritonov and Nogueira. I want to see him fight. And then I want to see Ogawa and Fedor fight. Well, what do you think of my job sitting here? Our job. We're sitting here ringside watching this thing, and it's a great job, isn't it?
Am I getting paid?
Yeah.
Ogawa now has the microphone.
I can smell his breath from here.
Oh, my hair is hanging in my face. What does he say? Now, let me see.
All right. Well, we can tell you that Ogawa is just simply telling the fans that he is going to be a force to be reckoned with in Final Conflict. And the Final Four, once again, are Sergei Haritonov, Naoya Ogawa, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and Fyodor Emelianenko. We want to thank and congratulate Quinton Rampage Jackson. Happy birthday to the King of the Slam. And we want to wish you all the best and hope to see you Sunday, July 25th for Bushido 4, Brazilian top team versus Team Japan. And then Final Conflict on Sunday, August 22nd, only on pay-per-view. For Rampage, for El Guapo, this is Moro saying good night from Saitama Super Arena. We hope you've enjoyed Pride Fighting Championships Critical Countdown.
Sayonara, everybody.
The time is near. Pride Fighting Championships. It started with 16 fighters. Some survived.
And it's over with the armbar.
Some didn't. 4 fighters remain. Who will survive? Pride Fighting Championships, The Final Conflict 2004. Let the showdown begin. Premiering August 22nd on pay-per-view. things are getting critical.
Wild lefts and rights by Herring, a percentage of them connected.
Pride Fighting Championships. It started with 16 fighters.
Hammering them now, hammer strikes and right hands and left.
Only 8 remain.
Another soccer kick.
Pride Fighting Championships. Critical Countdown. When it's all over, only 4 will survive. Order Pride Fighting's Critical Countdown. Premiering June 20th on pay.